community spirit. I have flyers for everything on the back, including the fitness walk has the registration on the back if you want to do that. And there's everything for all the other things I just talked about. And also Western Charles Chargers youth football and cheerleading. They're getting ready to start their season, and I believe it's still not too late to join. You'd have to pay a late fee, but it's for ages 5 through 13, and I believe they still need football coaches and cheerleading coaches, if anybody's interested. And Indian Head Soccer Association registration, the last day to register for this season is Saturday, August the 11th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll be right out here at Charlie Wright Field, which is their normal practice area. And if you have any questions about that, you can call Dion Conley at 301-283-3961. And I think I covered everything. Any questions? What are you doing?
Just like to walk around. Okay, how many are going to the National Night Out tomorrow night? That's not good. That's not good. There's some people here who don't have.
And how many of those people are working?
Look, Randy and I are going to be slaving over a
And
hot
Ryan.
grill and Ryan all afternoon. We expect to see a lot of people.
You said you were grilling?
They said they were grilling.
Oh, okay. Anyway, any other questions? Did you want to introduce,
Yes.
okay.
About time you showed up. I don't want to hear anything. I just said about time you showed up. Okay, giving the community policing report today, we have very ably standing in for Officer Riffle, we have Private First Class Lee Elliott. So let's give him a welcome.
Okay, well, as I was introduced, I'm Officer Elliott from the Charles County Sheriff's Office. I am temporarily filling in for Officer Riffle, who had a tragic accident with badminton. But I do have good news. The mongoose and him are recovering just fine, and he should be back anytime. I don't know exactly what he talks about when he's up here, but the only thing that I really can say is school starting, and it's starting on August 27th, and I have a couple of things to say about back to school reminders. One, the posted speed limit is 30 miles an hour. There is fines if you get pulled over going over 30 miles an hour while school's in session. They can be doubled, as high as $1,000 and 5 points on your driver's license. There's no parking, standing, stopping in front of the yellow or red curbs in front of the schools, including the high schools on Lackey and the school right across from this pavilion. Of course, if you park there, we can cite you for giving you a parking ticket. I guess be conscious to watch, making sure that kids don't walk into the street and walk in front of your cars. So watch out for students. And that's pretty much it. I guess drive carefully and responsibly and obey all the posted traffic signals and traffic lights. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, sir. How can I help you?
You emphasized the need for 30 miles per hour in the school zone.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I've noticed is that people going to and from the base still are exceeding that by quite some amount. I noticed in other school zones that they have big giant signs saying school zone fines doubled, and make sure that that it's clear to anybody that if they're exceeding that, and they have the flashing yellow lights which pretty much say school's in session, you better slow down. We don't have that. Other places, which I found much to my dismay and horror, they have photo enforcement, and like also this Cataway Road, and they'll snap a picture of you going over 30 miles an hour. They'll give you the ticket. do you have, is there any, going to be any help for additional enforcement of the 30-mile-per-hour speed limit on the top of the hill here? And secondly, any indication of us getting pulled to enforce the school zones?
I'll answer the second part of that question if you want to take care of the first part.
Okay. Yes.
My turn. Yes.
And I'll elaborate a little bit. The sheriff's office does have speed cameras that are going in front of school zones. We can't tell the public where or which school zones are getting speed cameras, but they are going in Charles County in front of the school zones to stop people from speeding in school zones. So unfortunately, I can't tell you that next month a little white box is going to show up on the street and get everybody speeding. But they are available for the county, and they are currently being used, and they will cycle through almost every one of the school zones from this in front of the schools. So it is coming, and I guess that's all I can really tell you right now.
Okay, second part of that is their cameras are going to stop at General Smallwood. They're not going to be able to do Indian Head Elementary. We're looking into that. We've already met with 2 contractors. We're thinking about meeting with a couple of more till we get the better deal that we deem is the best and reasonable. So we would be the one who would be positioning one in front of Indian Head Elementary, top of the hill, catching the speeders.
Despite the speed humps on Mattingly Avenue, there's still 2 vehicles, a Toyota Highlander and a white pickup truck with CA Associates on the side of it, which persist in driving up and down that road at 40, 50 miles an hour. Could you get somebody to do that, do something about that?
Well, and actually, that's what I'd have to say. When you see the vehicles doing that, having the violations, you have to call the sheriff's office, because I could be literally a block over, and if you don't tell me or call in that the vehicle is speeding, dispatch wouldn't inform me of any vehicle speeding, and that would be literally hit or miss. So when you and that would be very helpful to inform us. We don't have a crystal ball, even though sometimes we do get lucky. You would have to call in and just start a call sheet. You don't have to tell who you are, but just give us the information. Is there anything else? You in the back? No? Okay. Anything else? Thank you very much.
How many cyclists do we have in the audience? Cyclists. How many of you have cycled the trail?
We're all psychos.
Yeah, I know you're psychos, but I want psycho cyclists. That's a good number. I'm glad to see that. That leads into a presentation we're going to have next by some members of the Oxon Hill Biking and Trail Club. Mike and Jim, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here this evening. My name is Mike Bivens. I'm the president of the Oxon Hill Bike and Trail Club. For those of you that don't know, the Oxon Hill Bike and Trail Club just celebrated its 40th anniversary, so we've been around a long time. We've got over, now, I haven't been a member 40 years because I'm too young for that, but Jim, I might be the president, but Jim runs the organization. So Jim Hudnall has been around longer than I have, but we do have at least 2 charter members that are still members of the club and still come out and ride every week. We relish being able to ride in Southern Maryland, particularly the association that we've had with the town of Indian Head. For well over a decade, we have had our annual major fundraising ride that starts and ends here at the Village Green and goes throughout all of Charles County. This year, we're starting a new initiative where we are asking businesses to participate in your Trail Town initiative, where we are going to provide a bag of goodies for the first 500 registered participants that'll include the Charles County Guide, the bike map of Southern Maryland, coupons, menus, brochures of the businesses in this area, because what we want to do is entice people that are coming here for the first time to come back to Indian Head. We know this is a great recreational area, but it's also an opportunity for tourists to come back as well. Because of that association that we have had, and because of the grant that the town just received, we would like to make a donation tonight in the amount of $1,000 that would, we hope, will go a long way to enhance the facilities.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's really good. You get it? Why didn't you bring us one of those checks? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not giving it away. One more. We'll get a picture. He's a cyclist, not a photographer. There you go.
I mentioned that we still have a charter member in the club. Pete Ulrich, who's a charter member for 40 years, he designs our shirts every year. And this is a picture of the Mattawoman Creek Art Center, which is one of our rest stops. And Pete does a great job. He donates the art. We create the shirt, and we've got a shirt for each of the members up here on the council this evening.
Does it have a value of over $20?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, just checking, because the next thing on the agenda is our ethics ordinance.
Oh, no, it isn't. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know. See, get elected, you'll get a shirt. So run for the next election. 3 years, we have another election coming up. So, yeah, okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And thank you for the support you've given us. You've helped us with the grants. You've helped us with every aspect of the trail that we're trying to take advantage of that we've ever gotten involved in. We have two resolutions tonight involving assigning members to town commissions. Annie, would you read the first one, please?
Yes. Resolution number 08-01-12, date effective August 6, 2012, a resolution appointing members and establishing their respective terms of office to the Town of Indian Head Ethics Commission. The following individuals are hereby appointed to the Town of Indian Head Ethics Commission for the initial terms of office as noted below, such terms of office to commence on the date of the adoption of this resolution. Lexi Oliver, 19 Davis Drive, initial term of office 1 year. Larry Oliver, 19 Davis Drive, initial term of office 2 years. Mark Hobgood, 601 Indian Head Avenue, initial term of office 3 years.
Thank you very much. We have two of those individuals here tonight. Would you stand up, please?
That's why I asked the question, were they valued over $20?
I know, yes. They weren't supposed to hear that or see that, the shirt business. Like a motion on those nominations?
I make a motion that we go ahead and pass.
Okay, I second it. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Resolution passes effective immediately.
Thank you.
Put those two to work immediately. We don't have any ethics problems in town, so you're going to have very little to do. The second resolution, Annie.
Resolution number 08-02-12, a resolution appointing a new member and establishing their respective term of office to the Indian Head Community Activities Committee for a 3-year term. The following individual is hereby appointed to the Indian Head Community Activities Committee for a 3-year term of office as noted below. Gail Welch Cockerham, 8110 Hawthorne Road, expiration date August 2015.
Thank you. Most of you know Gail. She used to run the hardware store in Indian Head. She's now coming back to help us on.
No. She's been
Officially.
Yeah, she's officially back. But yeah, she's been on payroll for a while now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I make a motion, we accept.
Any discussion? I second the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Wait a minute. Only the people up here can vote, please. If you want to vote, you have to get elected. Run for office. So the resolution passes. We have 2 items of new business tonight. One involves the Riverwatch Stormwater Management Pond, and the other are Local and Government Insurance Trust Sewage Policy Manual. And Ryan, would you take the Riverwatch Stormwater Management Pond?
Sure, it's the Riverwatch Stormwater Management Pond retrofit proposal. We put a proposal out on RFP. We got two in. One came in at $29,000. Another one came in at $47,000. So I'm sure you can understand that we're going with the $29,000. It's a contract not to exceed $29,000 to forensically review the stormwater management pond through core samples, tests, and analysis to determine if the existing pond meets MD 378 construction standards. I don't know what the MD 378 construction standards are. They are standards that MDE has put in place. Richard Parks with Arrow Construction, our engineer, is leading up this endeavor. And his, what's the word am I looking for?
I don't know.
His, his thought is that we should go with Ben Dyer and Associates with a contract not to exceed $29,000 to study the Riverwatch Stormwater Management Pond.
Okay. I move that we award the contract to Ben Dyer for an amount not to exceed $29,000.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any more discussion? How many questions are you allowed tonight here?
50.
Okay. Please, let's keep the number. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sure Ryan knows, the Maryland, let's see,